Joe Hughes with Kathryn Schifferle, the founder CEO of WorkTruckSolutions. Kathryn, another show, another opportunity to work
so
with
good to be
more
back
dealers.
at the
Oh,
show,
I tell
isn't
you,
it?
first face to face, it's like eye contact.
And lots of hugs. I'm having a hug fest.
Yeah.
So,
That is so true.
yeah.
But you know, it seems like the whole world is kind of in this chaos time, and it's like all these years that WorkTruckSolutions has been in place, it's been getting ready for this chaos.
I think you're right. I
It
think
really
that
is.
It's so hard for dealers right now to go through a shift, but they have to.
Yes.
You know, and
Right.
you're right. It's almost like we've been building and practicing and getting ready, and we have such a great team now.
Yeah.
We're ready.
Yeah. And then I mean, you're developing new ideas, new approaches, new roads for us to navigate through all this.
Yeah, and I guess because this is a video, right?
Right.
I should probably say a little background that
Yeah.
WorkTruckSolutions started, and you know this because we were there together,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Started to solve a singular problem.
Right.
The fact that when dealers had inventory on their lot that was upfitted, they couldn't show it to their customers in any way, shape, or form. Customers would have to come to their website and look at pictures. And we did simple things like a button that allowed a business to know that that dealer was involved with
Right.
commercial. And then our carousel with the little wireframes that allowed them to pick visually the one that they wanted rather
Yep.
than trying to explain it.
Yeah.
You remember how
Yes.
sometimes people got
Tedious.
confused, right?
Yeah, tedious.
Well, or you'd spend an hour talking to somebody and find out that they wanted something different, right?
Exactly. Yep.
So it was all simple stuff, hard work, but over time it just has, continued to evolve into really a labor of love of helping dealers with their commercial business.
Great.
So we added tools, we added, prospecting type tools, we added up management tools, we added all the things that on the retail side of the business they had but didn't have.
Right.
So, and then a couple years ago, look what happened, right?
Yep.
And so we said, well, this is going to change things. And so the first thing we thought of was how it's going to be hard to find vehicles. So early last year, we launched VAST, Vehicle Acquisition Search Tool.
Right.
And it's our dream to aggregate inventory from all different remarketing sources, but only commercial inventory, so that you guys don't have to go a million places to find something you need for one of your customers.
Yep,
who needs
exactly.
it even more now, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so I'm very excited to announce, we haven't announced this yet, this is our first public announcement.
Oh my.
We went live with Mannheim inventory.
Whoa.
Over somewhere between 30 and 35,000 vehicles in VAST went live. And so,
That's huge.
and we're in discussions with more big companies like this who really, don't have an outlet for targeting the right vehicle to the person that needs it to help their customer, right? And then the other thing, of course, is that teaching customers how to be different. Most of them wake up in the morning, and if their vehicle's running, they're happy, and if they're not, they are losing.
They're not.
And they're losing $2,000 a day
Right.
now.
Yeah.
And so they go, and I remember one of our conversations, if a plumber comes to me, I'm not going to have a plumber's truck, right? I feel
right.
like we're doing that circle back.
Right.
And so we started working on how do we help a dealer, a commercial salesman, a guy, tell his customers that they have to change. It's hard, but they have to. It's critical now.
Yep.
So we launched Easy Order last year.
Right. I remember that. Yeah.
And so that has been continuing to be iterated on. And so I have another, not first, because we did send out a press release, but just a couple days ago, we will be launching, we're in pilot right now, CV Showroom. Commercial vehicle showroom, which is the first time that customers will be able to actually look at what could be, to be able to talk to their salesperson about what they'd really like. And it's all based upon what a dealership has previously sold. So nothing scary or new for them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm excited.
Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine just the opportunity. And I get the feeling that, okay, then on the horizon there's something else, and so it's like once we as dealers are teamed up with WorkTruck, then there's going to be other opportunities to work together to polish the
Yes.
surface a little bit more,
Yep.
and to work a little more smoothly in the future. So
Yeah, it is holding hands.
Yeah.
It really is,
Mhm.
because it's we don't know
right.
what you need. You have to tell us, or
Well,
we
in
have
the
to
industry,
dig at it,
in
right?
the industry right now is so unpredictable.
Yes.
It's like we don't know what's going to be thrown at us that we're going to end up having to field.
Right.
And so we're going to need all the help, the kind of help that we've been getting from WorkTruck over the course of the last
And
change.
we're studying electric a lot. I
yeah.
think you know about Convoy, where
Yes.
we create a national marketplace for our dealers, right?
Right.
And so last year we added a segment on Convoy that's educational about electric, partly just because we wanted to lead,
Right.
information
Mhm.
and education, but also because it commits us to that studying on behalf of our dealers.
Right.
Because that's a tricky area too,
Right.
while we're adding all the other stuff up, right?
Right. Well, and for most of us, of us dealers, I really don't feel like I have the time to look at all of the things that. It's almost like I need what's the book, the Cliff Notes. I almost needed a Cliff Notes for the internet, or a Cliff Notes for commercial trucks, because there's so many things coming at us
Yes.
from so many directions. How do I boil all that down and just get to the synthesis
Right.
of what is it that I really need to know, and how do I utilize that in my
But still have
business?
choice.
Right.
That
yeah.
to me is always, as you know,
Absolutely.
that's always been, I'm not telling you what to do, I'm not
Right.
telling you how to do it, I'm giving you options.
What's available.
and,
right.
and explaining them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. We're just, we actually have available the chapter 1 of what we're calling the playbook. So it's really funny that you brought that up because it's not completely done.
Yeah.
It's evolving as we
Right.
talk to our dealers about what are their big worries right now.
Mhm.
What
Yep.
are the priorities that they need to get through,
Right.
and how can we take some of the load off so that they can keep serving their customers,
Right.
who, by the way, have a lot of challenges today themselves, right?
Right.
And I know one of the things I really liked about you as a professional is how you know how unique the use cases for each of your customers are. There's been,
Right.
it's like any other industry where there's salespeople who, sell a product with a canned approach,
Right.
and then there's consultants.
Mhm.
And to me, that is what is needed now in the
Yeah.
industry.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite books was written years ago, how to win customers and keep them for life,
Mhm.
and that is to find their unmet want.
Right.
They don't know what they don't know what they want.
Right.
They don't know what's available, and
Yeah.
so consultative salespeople are committed to that, as is
Yeah.
WorkTruckSolutions, I think.
And I don't want to get off on a tangent, but people have asked me, are we building a configurator? And I've said no,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that wouldn't be good. That
No.
isn't helping somebody find their unmet
Unmet want.
wants.
Right.
They
Mhm.
have to, a professional has to walk them through,
Right.
all the complexity of these really cool vehicles.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, it's so fun to be here
Uh-huh.
back in
Yep.
Indy and seeing them, and I get to wander around
Yeah.
after we're done here, and
Yeah.
I'm very excited about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I wish more of us were here to wander around.
I
and to
know. I think that. Exciting news! Our dear friend Nikki is the newest hire at NTEA, and
Oh, wow.
her new job is, I think it's something around program development, and
Uh-huh.
with the idea to help bring in more OEMs and more dealers, and
Yep.
expand the space.
Yeah, I think that's excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do all we can to keep this growing, and to
Yeah.
keep these, at a time like this, I mean, I feel like it's like, oh, what a setback, for the industry right now. It's just like it's like a whole new paradigm that we're in. But yeah, it's a whole new opportunity that we're in.
Exactly.
So we can look at it and
It's
say it's a
hard to
half full, or we can look at it it's half empty.
Yeah, I think it's 3/4 full,
Yeah.
because it's so hard to change.
Right.
And the change had to happen.
Yeah.
And
right.
so now there's no choice.
Here we go.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Stay on board. Thanks, Kathryn.
You too.
It's a pleasure.
You always, Joe.